each of us today. From embracing collaboracy as the new management style and finding the right balance between the appetite for risk and innovation, to learning how corporates are leveraging technology today to reimagine business and its growth. All these deliberations helped articulate various trends and practices that are shaping the industry. On the second day of Shaastraarth today, we continue to bring to you perspectives that will help you shape corporate India and lead it into the future. During the session, yes.
Lonika, on the second day of Shaastraarth, in the edition second 2.0 वैसा करके mention करो.
Okay, on the second day of Shaastraarth 2.0.
Yeah.
2.2 बोल देंगे, हाँ? Okay. Okay, so 2.0 done. All right. Okay. During the session, we will also feature a series of thrilling quizzes that shall be held after each panel discussion. The link for the quiz can be found on the YouTube page in the description of the video, which will be active when the instructions have been shared with the participants. In case you're logged in through your mobile phones, please close the chat window and click on the event name to view the link for the Google form. We request all our participants to stay tuned for the exciting quizzes during these sessions today and where
winners, right, across various quizzes, across thousands of them, across 5,000 heads or 5,000 people, across thousands, across various sessions, वो mention कर दो. But I want them to know that this certificates, more than 100 winners have received certificates as aggregators.
Abhishek, can you be a little louder, please?
I was seeing more than 100 participants received a certificate for.
Huh? Am I audible?
Yes, Lonika.
I think that more than 100 participants received digital certificates from ICICI Bank for their.
No need of mentioning digital certificate. Digital does not give any impetus, right? More than 100 participants received
instructions. So आप कुछ बोल रहे हो?
He's on a call, sorry.
अच्छा, ठीक है, okay, fine, okay. The winners will be announced during the event and will be acknowledged with a digital certificate. As we proceed, please allow me to share some guidelines for today's session. You have all joined this live session through the audience viewing link on YouTube. For the best viewing experience, please do watch the session in full screen mode. You shall be able to see a live chat option on your screen. We request you to please make use of it and send across all your questions along with your name and campus name, which we shall share with our speakers, of course, time permitting. In case your viewing experience is hampered due to the presence of the live chat option, you may choose to close the same and enjoy watching.
So both are at different.
You are seeing this in YouTube or within WebEx, you're telling me?
No, on the WebEx I'm saying.
So he's saying that there's a lag in video and audio.
Yeah.
Yeah, so WebEx, there can be a bandwidth issue. So if the bandwidth is low, it basically auto changes the whole thing. YouTube will be more cheaper to watch.
All right, I'll check there also. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So, Rehana, maybe like what Rohit is mentioning, you can even check from your end on WebEx as well, right? Because on
I
WebEx,
will, I will. Right now, I'm looking at the WebEx on your feed and I am finding it fine for me.
okay,
So it
sure.
is also personal bandwidth.
Okay, fine,
Because
got
right
it.
now, I am seeing you absolutely in sync.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
ठीक है. Okay, fine, yeah, sure thing, yeah. So I'll get back to the piece. Three, two, one, go. Okay. So, entrepreneurship is driving breakthrough solutions for the corporate world today. In their endeavor to keep the culture of innovation, corporates are now looking inwards to nurture employees with entrepreneurial streaks. These intrapreneurs focus on innovation and creativity and have the potential to transform ideas into profitable ventures while operating within the organizational environment. To engage on the topic, I would invite Ms. Nimisha Das, Director HR, Kellogg South Asia. Ms. Das comes with 18 plus years of rich and diverse experience. She started her career with Marico, followed by Mondelez and Red Bull, where she was the HR Director for India. She joined Kellogg in the beginning of 2021 as Director HR for South Asia, leading the people strategy agenda and transformation along with corporate communications. I would now like to invite on screen Rohit, Amit, sir, Richa, just one input. So earlier, whenever I would introduce them, right, I was then like after introducing, I would tell them, like, for example, I welcome you, Ms. Das. Now, what happened last time, what I saw was that each time I would say that, then they would end up saying, oh, yeah, even I'm happy to be here. Then even I would have to say something back to them. So instead of that exchange, to avoid that, I'm now not saying that I welcome you. After I introduce everyone, then last may I say that I welcome you all. I hope that's okay.
Also, these are photos of them appearing. They are not appearing live
No, they will appear live.
in this window.
Absolutely. Yeah, Rehana. So right now, these are photographs for our reference.
Right.
But when they join, they'll come live. In case they have any issue with their bandwidth, then we will switch back to their photo. But otherwise, they'll
Okay.
be coming here live.
Okay, but just bringing them live and not saying anything because the last year this is not the format what we did. We just got their photos and eventually we put them live in the panel.
So on 17th, they did come live.
Live. Okay, fine. Okay, we'll bring them.
Okay. All
Live,
right.
live, it is live, Rihanna.
It has to be live because when they are being mentioned, no? Because after that, I don't think more than 90 seconds or 60 seconds, Donika is going to take for introduction, right? Or
So
calling
less
them.
than that. Huh?
Less than that, right?
Yeah, much less.
So, Diana, I think then each of them will come in and stay put there. And then, last when this panel moderator gets introduced, then he or she will take it over, right? That point in time, people should start.
It might look a little abrupt also if we, I mean, they are on the screen and we do not say we welcome.
Yeah, my only issue with saying welcome each time is then like
Not able to comprehend this, Lonika, just to say, uh, if Lonika, you are able to, not able to comprehend Abhishek.
so I will tell you. So I'll tell you what I was saying was that's what Abhishek is saying. So each time I would introduce a panelist. Last time on 17th, what I did was, for example, मैंने बोला that Miss Das la comes with so much of experience, and she has been driving strategy, agenda, and transformation along with corporate communications. Last time I said, I welcome you, Ms. Das. And then I would say, I would now like to invite on screen someone else. Now, this time I'm trying to remove the I welcome you part for each person because on 17th, what happened was the moment I would say I welcome you, then they would end up saying, oh, yes, thank you so much. I'm happy to be here. Then I would have to acknowledge them and say something, yes, we are even glad to be here. So, to avoid that exchange, right, which also takes up time. So I thought that let me not say I welcome you each time I'm introducing someone. After I introduce all the panelists, then last may I will say I welcome you. Is that okay?
Try once. Let me hear it, how it comes.
Acha.
Both are okay, right? Both are fine. So,
Then, sir, I think we should go by the 17th. I know some exchange are happening, but
Okay.
looks
कोई बात नहीं, वो भी है, नहीं नहीं, you're right, right. So दोनों देखो, एक ये है कि जब तुम एब्रप्ट एंड करोगी, आई वेलकम नहीं बोलोगी, तो फिर उसके बाद नेक्स्ट पे चले जाओगे. वेलकम इज अ closing line.
Oh,
Yes, there is a possibility of 10 seconds. I know they said that you made a statement, likewise, sir, or whatever, right? Or we are privileged to have you, kind of, whatever. So we can. I think that 10 seconds window should be there. Let it be, because it's online. Huh? करने दो, कोई दिक्कत
ठीक है. Okay, fine. So then I'll keep that I welcome you thing. It's not there in my script right now, so I'll add it. So this time around, I'll just say it verbally. Okay, all right. So I welcome you, Ms. Das. I would now like to invite on screen Mr. Samik Basu, Chief Human Resources Officer, Hindalco Industries. Prior to Hindalco Industries, Mr. Basu was Vice President and Chief Human Resource Officer for PepsiCo India region. He started his 15-year tenure in PepsiCo as HR Director for the snacks business in India. In 2005, he moved to Hong Kong as the HR and Organization Capability Director for Asia region and thereafter moved to Bangkok, Thailand as HR Director for PepsiCo's Southeast Asia business. Consequently, he moved back to India as Chief People Officer of PepsiCo India. I welcome you, Mr. Basu. Next, I would like to invite on the screen
Sorry,
Ms.
Tanvi,
Sonali Roy.
just interrupting. Consequently, maybe you can change to subsequently.
Okay, sure. Okay. Just a moment. Yeah, I'll just change it. Subsequently. Okay, got it. All right. Uh, Next, I would like to invite on the screen Ms. Sonali Roy Chaudhary, Vice President, Human Resources, Labor Relation, Singapore Headquarters and Product Supply, Asia Pacific, Middle East and Africa at Procter & Gamble. Ms. Roy Chaudhary's role spans the entire supply chain with 10,000 colleagues across developed and emerging markets, spanning across manufacturing, logistics, procurement, customer service, digital hubs, and operations. She's based at the Singapore headquarters of P&G and is joining us from there today. We welcome you, Ms. Roy Chaudhary. This panel will be moderated by Ms. Aarti Ramakrishnan from ICICI Bank. And I now hand over the panel to Aarti for taking this discussion forward. Well, that was an interesting perspective on how corporates are channelizing entrepreneurship to gain strategic advantage in the market. Thank you, Nimisha, Samik, and Sonali for sharing your thoughts and experiences. And thank you, Aarti, for helping in bringing out all these insights. Ladies and gentlemen, the first series of quiz is scheduled at 11:35 a.m. today. Join in before 11:35 a.m. so that you do not miss out on the instructions for the quiz. Also, stay tuned as we delve deeper into the potential of the zillennials and how corporates need to unlock it in our next panel discussion, which will commence at 12 p.m. welcome to the first series of quiz for the day. I would request all our student audience to please pay attention to the instructions for the quiz, which I will be sharing with all of you now. The link to participate in the quiz is in the description of this YouTube page. If you are on mobile, close the live chat window and click on the title or down arrow to see the link. Please fill in accurate personal details. I hope you had fun attempting the quiz. With this, we move on to the next panel discussion for the day, scheduled at 12 p.m. Stay tuned to learn directly from the industry practitioners.
Sorry, Ramika, my cues went wrong in this. I was actually doing something. So basically, I bring you back after the quiz. I don't play the logo animation at
Yes,
that time.
yes,
I
yes.
jump straight to the next panel because there were too many discussions that were happening. So I actually jumped to the next panel. I didn't bring you
Okay.
back after the quiz. So should I bring the pages and then do this again?
Okay, like whatever's comfortable. Because, yeah, like after the quiz, we're not supposed to have the logo and countdown.
After the quiz, so basically the quiz gets over, you come directly, and then
Yes,
we had the logo and the countdown. I jumped straight to
yes.
the next section. I
Okay.
totally removed that whole thing. Can we
So we
start
can
with the next
practice that
section?
when we have the next quiz, right? I mean, that shouldn't be
Yeah,
an
yeah, 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 sure, sure.
okay. All
So
right.
can we start with the next session?
Yeah, perfect. Okay, good. Um, okay, so we're going on to the next session. Three, two, one. Okay. Welcome back to Shaastraarth. Zillennials are a part of a micro generation that falls between the millennials and the Gen Z. They come with a unique outlook towards life and professional goals. They serve as a promising opportunity for the corporate world as both employees as well as customers to cater to the blended expectation of stability and novelty. To explore the potential of this cusp generation and its impact on the world of work, I would like to invite our next panelists to facilitate simultaneous growth of human and business capital globally. We welcome you, Mr. Das. Next, I would like to invite Mr. Avijit Bhattacharya. Mr. Bhattacharya is the Chief Human Resources Officer at Tata Capital Limited. Avijit joined the Tata Group in 1996 as a Tata Administrative Services Officer, and over the last 25 years, he has worked on various assignments in the automotive and financial services sector. Prior to his current role, Avijit has been the founding CEO of Tata Cleantech Capital Limited and CEO of Tata Securities Limited. He has also worked with Tata Motors Limited in corporate finance in the area of mergers and acquisitions and in the passenger vehicle business unit overseeing strategy and systems. We welcome you, Mr. Bhattacharya. Next, I would like to invite Ms. Minakshi Priyam. Ms. Minakshi is the Group CHRO for the e-commerce platform Udan. Prior to taking on her current role, Ms. Minakshi has been associated with varied industries, including banking and healthcare industry, with companies like Johnson & Johnson, Novartis, GSK, and Yes Bank. Meenakshi's contributions in her professional life has won her many accolades, whereby she has featured among the top business executives in India under the age of 40 by Business Today in 2015 and was featured as one of the key women leaders in India in Business World in 2018. We welcome you, Ms. Meenakshi, to the panel. Next, I would like to invite Mr. Samar Banerjee. Mr. Banerjee is currently the Group Head, Human Resources at Berger Paints India. His professional career, spanning over 20 years of experience, has taken Mr. Samar across a multitude of industries, ranging from automobiles, beverages, chemicals and bulk chemicals, cement, and media. He has been a part of major changes in these industries and has delivered across several roles and responsibilities, right from the operational level to the strategic level. We welcome you, Mr. Banerjee, to the panel. Finally, I would like to invite Ms. Shubhra Bhandari to our panel. Ms. Bhandari is the Director Human Resources at Texas Instruments India. She has been instrumental in hiring and developing talent in TI India to strengthen the analog and embedded functions, which is the core of TI's business today. Shubhra has been with TI since 2008, and over the past 13 years, she has handled multiple roles across HR partnering and functions, including HR manager for DSP systems and microcontroller business, global HR lead, business lead for compensation and benefits, and staffing functions for TI India. Prior to joining TI, she worked with Asian Paints and Wipro. We welcome you, Ms. Bhandari. This panel will be moderated by Ms. Nupur Sharma from ICICI Bank, and I welcome you all and I now hand over the platform to Nupur to take the discussion forward. It was an enthralling discussion getting to know about the potential of the Zillennials and how corporates are planning to manage this segment of talent and how can the people entering the workforce prepare themselves for the same. Thank you, Amit, Abhijit, Meenakshi, Samar, and Shubhra for sharing your experiences with us. Thank you, Nupur, for steering this discussion. I would request all our student audience to stay tuned. Just a moment, I'm even updating the event flow.
Yeah, so once you do that, also share it with Varun and Nihal Anaka after
We
this.
will share it all. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
I'll share it all. Okay. So quiz 2 is from 1:30 to 1:40. We'll start off at 1:35, but I'm calling people at 1:30. Okay. So please be available by 1:30 p.m. so that you do not miss out on the instructions for the next quiz, which will be shared on the space.